We have Thomas from Mississippi, Disparities Among Radiation Oncology Residency Programs in the U.S.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for this opportunity. So, I'm going to talk about the disparities among the radiation oncology programs in the academic radiation oncology centers in the U.S. So, we decided to take on this project when we saw the ACG new proposals for the major revisions in radiation oncology program requirements for the improvement in resident education and improving the disparities among them. So the purpose, are there any significant disparities between the educational resources for the residents? And if there is, what's the current status? What's the baseline? So we collected the data from the publicly available websites. This is exactly the same data available for a medical student applying for a residency program. And we collected the number and names of the program from the ACGME website. And then we used the individual program websites as the primary source of information. We used the FRIDA of AMA website to complement the missing data. We collected the data of 94 current residency programs, which are approved, currently accredited. And we capped the data collection by April 30th. The reason being, you see the websites are getting updated once in a while. Then we did the analysis using the Excel 2013. We divided the results into 4 major categories: availability of the faculty, treatment modality or machines, resident resources, and resident wellness. Going to the faculty, attending physicians. So the number of faculty was available in 98% of the programs, and the median number was 13. So we de-identified these programs and we plotted them on a graph in the increasing number of faculty. And you can see that 20 programs has less than 7 faculty, including the program director. So this is one of the proposed new requirement. Then moving on to the physicists, number of physicists, the data was available in 74% of the programs. And median number was 9. You can see the similar graph here, and you can see the wide variation in number of physicists across the country. Then biologists, I did not want to use the word radiobiologist because most of the programs define them as biologists, basic scientists, or cancer researchers. And the information was available only in 66 programs, 70%, and the median number was 3. You can see the wide variation here. Going to the treatment machines or modalities, brachytherapy was available in all the programs, the type varied. Prostate brachy was available in 86% of the programs. Breast brachytherapy was available in 62%. Gynecology brachytherapy was available in 87% of the programs. 86 had HDR, and 21% had LDR, and few programs had both. Going to the external beam, everybody had LINAC, so I did not go into that. Gamma knife was available in 52%. Proton therapy machine was available in 19 programs, which is 20%. But the proton therapy training was available in 39% of the program, 37 programs through external collaborations. CyberKnife was available in 22%. And MRI LINAC was available in 7 programs. Moving on to the resident resources. Protected education time. 58% of the programs reported protected education time in their websites. And median time was 8 hours per week. This includes new patient conference and chat rooms. How about the dedicated research time? 80% of the programs reported the allowed time, and 51% of the program allow at least 6 months. And only 20 programs allow 1 year. The median time was 9 months. And 8 programs reported dedicated research time as negotiable. So, moving on to the rotations in each program. 14% of the programs, 13 programs, allowed the residents to rotate in other departments in the same institution, like radiology or pathology. Then away rotations at other institutions was reported to be available in 63% of the programs. International rotation was allowed in 20% of the programs. Fellowships. 16 programs had fellowships, and main fellowships were in proton, pediatrics, brachytherapy, advanced radiation oncology. Hot topic, resident wellness. Resident wellness, fatigue management was reported to be available in 53% of the programs. Resident retreat was available in 26% of the programs. Resident mentoring, 42% of the programs. Salary information, we checked the 63 programs had their salary information in their website, and the residents are reasonably well compensated considering the median income in the country, 51,000 to 78,000 per year. Moonlighting was allowed in 30% of the programs. I believe financial wellness is an important part of wellness during residency. Limitations. The program websites are not up to date. We don't have adequate information. We all know that at one point or the other time in our life, we all went to the program websites. And another caveat I found was we were not able to distinguish adjunct faculty or faculty at associated sites from a primary faculty of the residency program. Then we found discrepancies within the websites, meaning that you have a GME page and a department page. I have found discrepancies between them. Then discrepancy between the program website and freedom. Conclusions. Significant disparities exist in number of faculty, treatment machines, education and wellness resources in different radiation oncology programs across the nation. And this study serves as a baseline of the current status and for the future interventions. I thank my co-authors. We have disparities across the program. If we are trying to, our intent is to create a standard treatment across the nation. For that, we have to train our residents in a standard fashion, which is being tried by ACGME, ABR. So, but we still see a lot of disparities exist. How can we improve?